Hello, my name is Dan Jack and I'm going to explain 3D dimensioning. So first off, we're going to open up Team Center. And everyone's Team Center looks a little bit different, but this is how I have mine. So we're going to, in the search bar, we're going to type in this item number. And over here we have our search results. So I'll click that, and right below here we have the person who created this model, which is Ben, and he's also the last modified user. And that could change depending on if there's a revision. Right beside that, we also have a screenshot just showing you what it looks like. So we'll open that in Team Center using this button. And the first thing you want to do is verify that this model is correct. So I'm going to check all these dimensions and verify them with the customer drawing. And I have that open in a PDF right here, so we'll just verify that these are all correct. And we'll go right back into NX. And I have my own tab up here that I created called WasteTube. Basically, this is everything I use to make a WasteTube. And the button we're going to click is Display Sheet. Basically, this is going to be our way to draft in a 3D space. So I'm going to click our there we go, Orient View Drop, and I put it on top view. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to clean up this tape so it's a little bit more readable. So we're going to go actually back into modeling. I'm going to right click on it, move, and then I'm going to double click the X axis, and that'll switch so you can actually read it better. And then I'll hit OK. Then I'll do this with the tape as well quickly. Now what you want to be careful with is this tape has to be a specific direction, which is to the right. So I'll show you what it would look like if you messed up. So if I clicked on the X, that just made it point to the left, which is completely wrong. So you want to make sure that you have the arrow tape pointing the right way. So I'm going to double click that again. That was just to show you that you need to be careful when you move the tape. Then I'll hit OK. And then we'll go back into drafting mode. Then I'm going to hit Control F on my keyboard and it shows everything. And back to WasteTube. Then we're going to click on Orient WCS, which is Work Coordinate System. And that'll place it right here. So whatever's on your X-axis and your Y-axis is going to show the text correctly, because you could have it upside down or just any way you want it. Then I'll hit OK. And we'll go to Home, a linear dimension, and I'll click from the end of the flange to the tape here, and then we got 4 inches. And then I'll do 2 more of those. Basically, I'm copying what the customer drawing shows for their dimensions. And you don't have to worry about the radius. So as you can see, I got from and then click on all 3 of your dimensions, hit Edit Settings. Then all these settings for these dimensions will show up, and we're going to click on the height, and we're going to change that to 8. Then this is our font. I'll type I on the keyboard, it'll bring up the eyes, and we're going to want to do impact. That's just what I've always used. Then this box here is our font color, and we're going to use pure green, which is 36. Then hit OK. Then arrowhead is the next one, and you want to change this number to 0.25 and this to green as well, which is also 2. Either green works. And then we'll hit OK, or sorry, close. Then Control F to just see everything a little bit better. Then I'll click on this because we need to add a tolerance to this one. And we have tolerance. We're going to do equal bilateral tolerance, and Our tolerance is 0.25, and for decimal places we're going to want 2. And as you can see, all this is changing over here. Then we're going to go back down to dimension text and apply this to the entire dimension. So basically anything in this that looks like this is going to change to this, and you can see that happen there. Then tolerance text, so you can see there's a big space here, so we're going to change, the text gap factor, we're going to change that to 0.2. And then also on the units tab, we're going to change that to decimal places to 2 as well. And as you can see, that's not fitting too well, so I'm going to go back to dimension text and change that 0.8 to a 0.5. That should work. And you can see that fits in there. And click. I'm going to hit View, Preferences, Show Widths. OK. And as you can see, that made those lines a lot more bold. But in doing that, it also made it so that the line needs to be, the gap needs to be spaced out more. So basically what I did is I double click this and it allows me to stretch that farther out. And then on Control F, and basically that's how you do 3D dimensions. If I were to move this waste tube around, you could see it kind of floats in space. And to get that to position itself correctly again, I'll hit that down arrow and do a top view. That's pretty much it.